Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Welcome to this morning's Srimad Bhagavatam class. This is from Canto 2, entitled The Cosmic Manifestation. Chapter 10, Bhagavatam is the answer to all questions. This morning we're doing text 44, and we're fortunate to have Grace Madhavi Gaurangi Mataji from ISKCON, Philadelphia, to give the class. Hare Krishna, Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you
It's all
for
yours. Hare Krishna.
thank you for the wonderful opportunity to glorify Srimad Bhagavatam this morning. Prabhuji, am I echoing because I can hear myself here?
Yeah, we can hear you clearly.
Okay, that's good.
No echo, nothing.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare
Yeah.
Krishna.
So let's just start with this wonderful bhajan. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijane Vallabha Girivare Dhari Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Jamuna Tiravanachari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Radha Sharad Bihari, Radha Sharad Bihari, Radhe Jaya Jagannath Balade Subhadra Maharani Jaya Jagannath Balade Subhadra Maharani Nitai Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jai Om Vishnupad Paramhansa Parivrajakacharya Ashtottarsha Shri Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Paramhansa Parivrajakacharya Ashtottarsha Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai प्रेम से कहूँ श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरवर्धन धाम की जय गंगा माई की जय जमुना माई की जय भक्तिमती तुलसी महारानी की जय समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga, Hare Hare Bol.
All glories to Sri Guru.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayan Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udiri Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki. Hare Krishna. Dear devotees, thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity to speak on the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam this morning. So we are reading from Canto 2nd, chapter number 10, and we are covering verse 44 today. ittham-bhāvena kathito bhagavān bhagavattamaḥ nettham-bhāvena paraṁ draṣṭum arhanti sūrayaḥ ittham-bhāvena kathito bhagavān bhagavattamaḥ nettham-bhāvena paraṁ draṣṭum arhanti sūrayaḥ. Anybody would like to chant?
ittham-bhāvena kathito bhagavān bhagavattamaḥ ittham-bhāvena hi paraṁ draṣṭum arhanti sūrayaḥ. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
ittham-bhāvena kathito bhagavān bhagavattamaḥ nettham-bhāvena hi paraṁ draṣṭum arhanti sūrayaḥ. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. All right. Let's just go.
Hare
on.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
ittham-bhāvena kathito bhagavān bhagavattamaḥ nettham-bhāvena hi paraṁ draṣṭum arhanti sūrayaḥ. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Synonyms. Ittham. In these features, bhāvena, the matter of creation and destruction. Kathita, described. Bhagavān, the personality of Godhead. Bhagavattamaḥ, by the great transcendentalist. Na, not. Ittham, in this. Bhāvena, features. He, only. Param, most glorious. Draṣṭum, to see. Arhanti, deserve. Sūrayaḥ, great devotees. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The great transcendentalist thus describe the activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But the pure devotees deserve to see more glorious things in transcendence beyond these features. Purport. The Lord is not only the creator and destroyer of the material manifestations of his different energies. He is more than a simple creator and destroyer, for there is his feature of Ananda, or his pleasure feature. This pleasure feature of the Lord is understood by the pure devotees only and not by others. The impersonalist is satisfied simply by understanding the all-pervasive influence of the Lord. This is called Brahman realization. Greater than the impersonalist is the mystic, who sees the Lord situated in his heart as Paramatma, the partial representation of the Lord. But there are pure devotees who take part in the direct pleasure, Ananda potency of the Lord by factual reciprocation of loving service. The Lord in his abode, called the Vaikuntha planets, which are eternal manifestations, always remains with his associates and enjoys transcendental loving services by his pure devotees in different transcendental humors. The pure devotees of the Lord thus undergo a practice of that devotional service to the Lord during the manifestation of the creation and take full advantage of the manifestation by qualifying themselves to enter into the kingdom of God. The Bhagavad Gita 18:55 confirms this. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavanjaschasmi tatvata tato mam tatvato nyatva vishyate tad anattaram. By development of pure devotional service, one can factually know the Lord as he is and thus be trained in the bona fide service of the Lord and be allowed to enter into the direct association of the Lord in so many capacities. The highest glorious association with the Lord is made possible in the planet of Goloka Vrindavana, where Lord Krishna enjoys himself with the gopis and his favorite animals called Surabhi cows. A description of this transcendental land of Krishna is given in the Brahma Samhita, which is considered by Lord Sri Chaitanya to be the most authentic literature in this connection. Right? So let's just chant Mangalacharan prayers. Om Ajnanatimirhandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Namah Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachyate Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Vancha kalpatarubhyacha kripa sindhuva evacha patita nama pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So we are on second canto. We are reading from chapter 10 and verse 44. This is almost the end of canto second. So whenever we finish one canto, we feel that we accomplished something in Srimad Bhagavatam. So wonderful canto second, and this chapter 10, Bhagavatam is the answer to all question, reveals so many aspects of the Supreme Lord being the creator of the primary elements of this universe. And this verse has been spoken by Sutta Goswami to Shaunaka Rishis. As we know that there was a conversation between Narada and Brahma, where Narada, he asked Brahmaji that, are you the supreme creator? Then Brahmaji started explaining that I am not the supreme creator. The supreme creator is the Lord himself, who is even my master. And then all the principal elements, how it emerged from the glance of Mahavishnu, how everything happened, Prakriti Pradhana, and all that detailed information about the primary creation of the universe we have attained in the previous verses. So today's verse has been spoken by Sutta Goswami, and Sutta Goswami is speaking in this verse that actually this creation and maintenance of the universe is just a part-time business of the Lord. It's not that the Lord is completely engaged in this business, just like an engineer who is just doing some hard work. Srila Prabhupada, he has given examples so many times that it's not like that bhagavān is just, or the Supreme Lord is just standing with the weight of the earth or earthly planets or the entire material universe on his back and he look very tired. It's not the case. Bhagwan, through his the Supreme Lord Krishna, through his different energies, and there are no limit to his energies. But broadly, these potencies are being classified under three umbrellas. Internal potency of the Lord, and the shadow of internal potency is external potency of the Lord, and the marginal potency which is coming from the Supreme Lord Krishna himself, which we call Jiva Shakti or Tathastha Shakti or marginal potency. So these are the potencies which belongs to the Lord. And now the external energy of the Lord or the external potency of the Lord, Supreme Lord Krishna used this external potency for creating the universes with his plenary expansion. With this plenary expansion, just like a small, it's Mahavishnu is, Mahavishnu is no way, in the qualities different from the Lord. But if we see the functions of Mahavishnu, it's just like a drop in the ocean. And Mahavishnu is creating. And Krishna himself in Bhagavad Gita is explaining to Arjuna in 10th chapter. He is explaining that what is the use when Arjuna wanted to ask Krishna, Krishna, how I can remember you all the time, everywhere. And then Krishna explained, everything is my vibhuti. Vibhuti means I am present in every item, every particle, everywhere. And and this is my specialty in every item. Krishna is explaining to Arjuna. But at the end, Krishna explained to Arjuna, what is the need of understanding all these things with my one portion, I am carrying this entire material universe. And what is that one plenary portion? He's talking about Mahavishnu, who is the expansion of Krishna, expansion of the expansion of the expansion of Krishna, partial representation of Krishna. So that's the function of Mahavishnu. And Sutta Goswami, after explaining through the conversation of Brahma and Narada, all the pastimes through external energies of the Lord, that creation and maintenance, he is just not that. Or we can say it's just it's just being carried by the external potency of the Lord. But Bhagwan and Krishna, he is involved in it, but at the same time, he is not involved in it. He is just giving the power to his potencies, and he is impregnating this Jeev, the living entities, into the womb of material nature. And that's how the everything is working. He's just sitting, managing everything indirectly, just like the owner of a big company. He himself never directly involved in the day-to-day operations of the company. He is sitting at the top, and at the same time, the company is running smoothly because he is giving salary to those people who are the managers, and he employed those kind of managers to run the company. So similar is the case with the Supreme Law. And that's what Sutta Goswami is saying, that great transcendentalist, for the people who look at the Supreme Lord with awe and reverence, for them, they describe the activities of Supreme Personality of Godhead as a creator and maintainer. But those people, but for the people who know a better feature of the Lord, they respect the most glorious thing in the Supreme Krishna, and that is Ananda or bliss or happiness. And that's what Krishna is. That's what Krishna is. And there is a famous verse in Srimad Bhagavatam which appear in second chapter of first canto, where Sutta Goswami is explaining the three features of the Lord, Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavān. Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavān. And he is saying that this is absolute truth is one. Absolute truth is one. There is no division. But according to the realization of the practitioner, these can be divided into three, like Brahman, Paramatman, and Bhagwan. These are the three categories. And these are the three categories, and according to the practice of a sadhaka, he realizes, or the practitioner, he realizes different features. Now, and Srila Prabhupada in the purport is also mentioning the same point. Let's try to understand this with an analogy. And what's this analogy? Suppose three school boys, they want to learn about a train, and they just go to the railway station, and the three of them were standing, they were standing there waiting for a train to come. And as soon as the train comes, the three were standing there, and there was a big light, big sound, and big light and big sound, and the train was coming from the far. So the first boy said, I understood what the train is. And the two others said, what? He said, the train is nothing, but it's a huge sound and huge light. That light you cannot even see. It's huge sound and huge light. And after saying that, he said, yes, I got to know about train. And he left. And he's like, I'm going to write about the train now. But two other boys, they waited there. And the train came, and then train parked itself into the station. Then the second boy, he said, wow, the train has compartments. You can see the train is of this color. The train has the windows. Wow. So that means that this train is, this train has compartments and so many other things. Wow, I understood. Now the train is huge sound, huge light, but also it has different compartments, and it is tangible. I can touch the train. Now I got to understand about the train. And he left. And the third boy, he still was standing there. He said, no, the train is something more. Not only just sound and noise, light and sound, or the tangible or the different, like 12 compartments in it, something else. Because he can see the people sitting inside. He said, there are people who are sitting inside. What is this? So he entered the train. Now the two boys left. They understood the train. Now he entered the train. And he entered the train and he realized that, wow, people are sitting here. I can sit here. And he sat and the train started running. And he said, wow, it runs also and I'm also running with it. And now it's taking me from one destination to another. And he became so happy. He interacted with the people in the train. He enjoyed the lavish lunch in the train and whatnot. Mm. And he understood that train is sound, light, and train has these many compartment. Train has this color, and not only that, train can take you from one place to another, and you can get the company of other people. It's so much joy to ride in a train. And he wrote, now please unmute and tell me whose realization is perfect. And train is the same, right? Train is the same. Now the sound and light is not separated from the train. And the compartments are not separated from the train. And the joy which the person had, it's not separated from the train. Now I want any one of you to unmute and tell me whose realization is the most perfect.
The last boy.
The last boy, yes.
One who got on the train.
Yes, the last boy. Thank you, Prabhuji. The last boy. Why? What's the reason? Because he tasted the most perfect feature of the train. So, similarly, Srila Rupa Goswami in his Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu is writing that Krishna is perfect, he is more perfect, and he is most perfect. So, Krishna is perfect. For the transcendentalists, when they see the creation and maintenance, everything is happening, and they say, wow, the Lord is so perfect. And when the Supreme Lord, he comes as a super soul and sitting in our hearts as Paramatma, we realize in the Upanishads it has been said that he is sitting right there, as a bird on the same tree where my soul, I am also sitting, and he is watching me. But I don't have any realization of that. And people, perform different yogas like Ashtanga yoga and so many other things, following the process of devotional service, and they realize the Paramatma feature in the heart. But that ananda, that bliss, which anybody can get in relationship with Krishna, that comes only where Krishna is most perfect. Krishna is most perfect when he performs his leelas, his pastimes with his devotees. And he exchanges his rasas, is the mellows, the emotions, the relationship with the devotees. That's the feature, ananda feature, the pleasure feature of the Supreme Lord. It has been explained that there are 64 qualities of Sri Krishna, in Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu by Srila Rupa Goswami. 64 qualities of Bhagwan Sri Krishna. Now, out of these 64 qualities, even the jiva or the living entity can perfect 55 of them, in small, minute quantity. And Brahmaji, Lord Brahma, he can perfect even these qualities in a higher degree. 55 qualities. Now, 60 qualities come under Lord Shiva. Sorry, 55 is for Brahmaji and Shiva, Lord Shiva. And 60 qualities, all the incarnations of the Supreme Lord, all the swamshas, that the manifestations or the expansions of the Lord carry. But the four qualities are unique in Krishna, which never any other incarnation of Lord had, Lord possess. What are those four? That describe form. Krishna has a beautiful form, beautiful form which is which is filled with ananda, which is filled with bliss. And there are two topics, like, has been described by Srila Rupa Goswami, and he's saying, and Srila Prabhupada is also mentioning in Nectar of Devotion, that Krishna is the Vishaya. Vishaya means Krishna is the object of that bliss. And who is taking that, who is enjoying the bliss of Bhagwan, of Krishna? Who is enjoying? The devotees. And Srila Prabhupada is also mentioning in one of his purports, he is mentioning that Krishna is Raso Vaisa, and that's given in Upanishads, that he is filled with all the ananda, he is filled with that happiness, with that juice, which this living entity is looking for. We all are looking for a particular ananda or a bliss, and that bliss which once come never goes. But what is happening in this material world, in this material universe, in this life, what we get, we think when we are small. So when we are small, we start going to school. So we get into first grade, and the teachers and others say, when you become older, then you will have more freedom, you will enjoy more. And with this notion, we work so hard, we get into the different grades, and then 10th grade, 12th grade, everybody says now the studies are going to over. You are going to go to college, you will have so much fun. You will be having so much freedom. And this, and then, yes, job is there. You think that now I just conquered the world, and I am feeling the bliss of being accomplished something in my life. That ananda, that I am doctor, I am engineer, I am this, I am that, I am whatnot. That's what, where my false ego is tricking me all the time, and I'm thinking I'm getting the bliss, I'm getting the ananda. Okay, now I have money, I can buy big houses, big cars. Now I have fun. Now the life is again boring. Now what? Get married. Okay, let's get married. Get married. Okay, now the life is again boring. Now what next? Have kids. You will have fun. Okay, in your life. Okay, have kids. Oh, after kids, life just completely changed. And then it's like, I was I was happy when I was a small kid, without any responsibilities, without anything. So this external potency, or one of the features of external potency is it creates illusion. uh, it's create illusion in front of our eyes, and that's in under the illusion we keep thinking, okay, now what next, now what next, I'm going to get bliss from this, going to get ananda from my spouse, I'm going to get ananda from my kids, I'm going to get ananda from my job, I'm going to get ananda from this, I mean bliss. But that bliss, which we think that bliss is there, that's just the reflection of little bit of faint light of bliss, which we feel that yes, this is a bliss, and this that ananda suddenly turn into the sorrow. It's just like sorrow is coming in a coat of happiness, and once the coat is out, the sorrowful nature of the material world comes to become visible in front of our eyes. We say there is, and at the end of our life we think, you know I have never been peaceful, I was just running around, and where is the bliss, where is the ananda? So that's the rasa, or the rasa, or the emotion, or the bliss, which we again and again have been mentioned by Srila Prabhupada in his purports. And Srila Prabhupada is pointing out very clearly that the Supreme Lord Krishna is the reservoir of all pleasure. If we want to be eternally blissful and happy, so only point we start understanding the sambandha, or the relationship with the Lord. And what is the relationship? That I am His eternal servant, and no matter what I do in this world, huh? No matter whatever I'm doing in this world, it's going to give me only the faint light of that happiness, which is going to even go away. or it's going to get snatched away with the passage of time from me. So the eternal blissful entity is one, and that's Krishna. And that's his integral feature, or we can say it's his swarupa of Bhagwan. Swarupa means his body is made up of his internal potency. Internal potency can also get subdivided into various in the three parts, and one of the parts makes the body is the Bhagwan is made up of that energy, and Ladini Shakti, Bhagwan's pleasure potency. The Supreme Lord Krishna, he is always happy, transcendently blissful. Uh, so, Srila Prabhupada in this purport, he is saying that the more mature devotees, they look on to that feature of the Lord, which is Ananda, because there is more to that train, which we just discussed, more to that train. And what is more to that train? That this train is going to give you, or you are, when you are sitting in this train, you don't have to do anything. You are just going from one place to your destination finally. No analogy is perfect when we compare it with the spiritual things, or when we try to explain, but the analogy makes it much more easier for us to understand. And that's why Srila Prabhupada has taken so many times so many analogies to make all of us understand what Srila Prabhupada's point in his books. So realization of Brahman, we can compare it with the first boy. Realization of the super soul, we can compare with the second boy. And the realization of the Supreme Lord Krishna, we can compare it with the third boy. So that's the realization. But okay, now himself, Sutta Goswami is speaking, Srila Prabhupada is saying that the pure devotees of the Lord, the more mature devotees, or the people who are more intelligent, they look into the Ananda feature of the Lord. He is not simply a creator and maintainer. Okay, then let me just close second canto. For me, there is really no need to understand how this creation is happening. What is the need then? Just jump on to the 10th canto. Huh? What's the need? Because Krishna is Raso Vaisa, let me take get inside the rasa. Now, it's because of our conditioning from the birds and birds and birds. From our conditioning, the impressions are so strong that these impression, these avidya is work like cloud and mist on our consciousness. And Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur in his Bhajan Rahasya, he mentions uh, that avidya or anarthas, avidya means ignorance and anartha means offenses we create. These things just cloud, although the sun is there, but the cloud coming and block our eyes, not blocking the sun. So they work as a cloud or mist. So it's very important to understand the tattva or the identity or the philosophy behind the Supreme Lord, who is ultimately Raso Vaisa, or who is ultimately the reservoir of all rasas. Because if we are not understanding the foundation, it will be very difficult to build our building of emotions and love for the Supreme Lord Krishna. If the foundation is not solid, the emotions which we are having, or emotions which we are going to generate during the course of our path of devotional service, these emotions, when anybody, anyone, any philosophical argument, any philosophical thing, anybody just pick up a little stone and put, you know uh, in my consciousness, my consciousness is going to just agitate so badly, uh, up to that point that I'm going to leave everything. And that's what, if we realize that what happened, when we come as a new bhaktas, when from our own life we can see, when we come as new bhaktas, we just see everybody around us, we start chanting so nicely, everything goes perfect, and we think, oh wow, in a week's time I become a perfect devotee, I am a pure devotee. Huh? Now I am, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and in a week's time I'm just a pure devotee because I accepted everything as it is, and that's what surrender is, and I'm surrendered completely. But within a course of time, when obstacles come, when Maya Devi starts sending its agent, uh, agents in the form of other devotees. Um, so we start seeing, oh my God, no, 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 where I am. So some people, they just burned out. They are like, oh, it's too much. This, when there is a time to sacrifice, when there is a time to understand, when there is a time to just remain on the ground of bhakti, then we just run away. Why? Because I just come with enthusiasm, and my philosophical understanding about the Supreme Lord Krishna is not very strong. And my understanding of my relationship sambandh gyan is not very strong. And not only that, I think that whenever I come into the temple, I perceive that everybody is a pure devotee, without taking into account that, you know it- like me, I am a patient in the hospital, everyone else is also a patient, which is getting treatment in this hospital of material world. Huh? And the medicine is harinam, or the names of bhagwan. Although I'm not getting the taste right now because I am diseased with jaundice. So I'm not getting the taste of that sugar candy in Srila Rupa Goswami's Nectar of Instructions. Right? What is that verse? Verse number 6, I guess. That your names are so sweet, but I'm not getting the taste. Why I'm not getting the taste? Because of these reasons, offenses and avidya, ignorance is in my consciousness. But harinam, or the holy name, is very powerful. Holy name is very powerful. If holy name want, then holy name can help me out. For in front of holy name, my offenses, my anarthas are nothing. But holy name refused to do that. Why holy name refused to do that? Because I am committing offenses for holy name itself. Yeah. I'm not giving attention to holy name. Whenever I'm chanting, there are the 11 nama pradas, or the offenses it's given, I'm performing that. So holy name refused to show me the potency. Anyways, so the point here is, what's the point? The point here is that um, this, what I was saying, yeah, the Ananda feature of the Lord. Bhagwan, Srila Prabhupada, in this purport, he is saying that those who want to remain, at a distance place from Bhagwan, they just take that creation and maintenance, and they are happy with that. They are happy with that, and their thing is okay. Even a step lower than that is okay. Everything is Brahman or the effulgence. My aim is to just merge with the effulgence of the Lord, or the Brahman. That's I'm happy. I'm happy with that. Without the full realization. And the second person is, okay, I'm happy with my Paramatma realization in my heart, super soul realization in the heart. I am happy with that. Let me just be happy in this. So we cannot, uh, by no means, Srila Prabhupada is, in this purport, is trying to criticize any of the practitioner. Okay, you want to take this, it's up to you. You can take this. For example, there is a job, and the job can pay you up till $100,000. But somebody comes and he said, um, I will take only $50. Okay, you can take $50 out of it. It's your wish, and I want to do that much of work. Okay, okay, be happy. Another person come, he said, okay, I will take $50,000. And he said, okay, take $50,000 and come, go. And other person come, no, if the job is offering $100,000 and this is the work required for that, I'm going to do that. So that devotional service in which we are getting trained by our previous teachers, that kind of understanding, and our previous teachers are giving us so many supplements to the books of Bhakti Shastras like Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. And Srila Prabhupada has translated it so perfectly in English and easy language so that all of us can understand. And not only that, there are representatives of the Supreme Lord who are spreading this Krishna consciousness in the entire world, uh, to make everybody understand that that Supreme Person, he is just not the creator and maintainer. Yes, there is a feature of awe and reverence. And at this point of time, because of my conditioning, because I am not on that platform where I can establish a sthai bhava or a permanent relationship with the Lord, but I can understand that, yes, my prospective husband is this. You know what I mean? Where, for a girl, okay, for a girl, it's like, okay, this is your prospective husband, but understand, who is he? He is the CEO of this company. Now the girl is in, oh, and wow, he's so talented. He looks so good. Oh, he is going to be my prospective husband. Wow, I will be having relationship with him. Now, similarly, for the living entity, Krishna is the creator and maintainer. Yes. And not only that, he's sitting right there as a super soul. Yes. But he is our master. He is our, we can, with him, we can have different bhavas or different rasas. There are 12 rasas which has been explained, or the 12 mellows which has been explained in Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu. So, five are the primary ones. Uh, and oh, wow, I can assist Krishna's eternal servants, as a friend. I can assist as an assistant of Krishna's mother, assistant, not becoming that person. I can assist Srila Rupa Goswami, as Srila Prabhupada, who are all there. Wow, I can assist in all these rasas. Wow, that's wonderful. So that's the goal. Huh? But in order to attain that goal, it's important to understand through the lines what Srimad Bhagavatam is saying. What Srimad Bhagavatam is trying to saying, along with the purports of our teacher or our leader or our life and soul, Srila Prabhupada. That the how, from this stage, how I'm going to get into this stage. Uh, this is not only the stage that understood. Krishna understood tick, creation and maintainer. It has been explained that Krishna has lives, his own life. Example, a president of a country, when he meets with people outside, uh, that's his, what is public life. He comes and he waves to everybody and everybody waves. Yeah, I wave to the president, right? And then the same president, he goes inside his chamber, his office, and there his servants are, giving him so many eatables to eat, and somebody is ironing his clothes, and that's his personal life. But another life, he has a private life, where he spent his time with his wife, with his children, with his relatives, at his home. So similarly, Bhagwan, the Supreme Lord, also, also his public is Brahman realization. And his personal life is super soul. And his private life is relationship with his own people, with his own devotees. So that's where the goal of a pure devotee is. The perfect realization is given in this Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. Our teachers are writing the books glorifying the name of the Lord, suggesting us how the name is equivalent to the Lord, and at the same time, this supreme name is indicating to the Supreme Person who is our everything, with whom we can make relationship. There is no need to just give up your individuality. There is a need to set up a relationship with whom, who is the source of everything, who is my source, who has given me everything in this life. And with the hidden meaning, Srila Prabhupada in the purport is saying that that very abode of Bhagavan, that very abode of Krishna is being described and celebrated in Sri Brahma Samhita. And our Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that the Brahma Samhita is the most authentic one. Can anyone guess what is that verse in Brahma Samhita, where the description of planet Goloka has been described? If not, that's okay. It's the third verse.
Is it
Chin-
Chintamani
Yes, yes,
Prakarasadmasu?
yes, Prabhu.
Okay, Hare Krishna. We can go ahead.
चिन्तामणि प्रकरसद्मशुकल्पवृक्षा लक्षाव्रतेषु सुरभिरभिपालयन्तं लक्ष्मीसहस्रशतसंवरसेव्यमानं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. Very beautifully explained. I worship that Govinda. Huh? The person, the first progenitor who is tending the cows, yielding all the desires in abode, in that abode which is built with spiritual gems, and he is surrounded by millions of kalpavriksha tree, or those trees which give all the desires, and always served with millions and millions and hundreds of Lakshmis or gopis. So that verse being indicated by Srila Prabhupada here, that that's the final destination, that's the final realization, and that's the ultimate bliss which this human being is, living entity, not human being, this living entity is looking for. But unfortunately, we are just circling around in this material universe by the Brahma. Brahma is what? By thinking, by the illusion that I am getting tits and bits of bliss here and there, and I'm trying so hard to get that bliss which is perishable. Not only perishable, some bliss, some kind of enjoyment is not only perishable in years or the births, even perishable in days, in moment. In a, like, I want to eat something, eat, and the after that I overeat, and then the same enjoyment became the cause for my disease or the cause for my problem. I love rasgulla, okay, and Sunday feast I see, oh wow, rasgulla, one rasgulla, two rasgulla, three rasgulla, four rasgulla, and the other say the next day, no more rasgullas. I learnt my lesson. Hmm? So, although there is a faint, bleak light of Ananda is here. And why it is here? Because, of course, this external potency is none other than coming from the Supreme Lord, Krishna, who is filled with Ananda. So, anything, this external potency is not different from him. So, whatever joy we are getting, of course, it's coming from the Supreme Lord, whatever little bit, but it is temporary. It is temporary. It's not false, it's temporary. It's temporary whether I am going to enjoy as a Indra, or I am going into the lower planetary system where the sun doesn't even reach, but there is lots and lots of material opulences. Although whatever I do, but at the same time, this living entity changing, different bodies, and different bodies changing for how many time? For one lifetime of Brahma, which is 100 years of Sri Brahmaji. And what is 100 years of Brahmaji? Calculated roughly around 311.11 trillions of years according to human calculation. Oh my God. So permanently, let's just go and enjoy with Krishna forever in your own rupa, in your own swarupa, which will never change, which your age, death, old age, birth, disease never come. No more problems with so many things. Oh, I have to become something. I already become the servant of the Lord in the spiritual world. And that's the essence of today's verse. And the takeaways are, of course, that Bhagavān definitely is creator and annihilator, but he's beyond that also. That's the realization of pure devotees, pure devotee realization, and how we can distinguish between Brahman, Paramatma, and the Bhagwan. And what is the difference? We learned through the example of the train. Thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity. If anybody has any questions, any realizations, or any corrections, please, I'm open right now. If you like anything, that's because of whatever Srila Prabhupada has given to us, the senior Vaishnavas in the society, all the Vaishnavas in the society, all Vaishnavas are my gurus because of them. And of course, I have made so many mistakes in my presentation. So please excuse me, please forgive me for that. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for a very, very nice lecture and very animated lecture. And dear devotees, this is the time to unmute yourself if you have any questions, if you have any takeaways, if you have any other ideas that you want to connect with the points made in this particular class, you can do that. So please unmute yourself and let's have some Krishna Katha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
While the devotees are thinking, in the meantime, let's like to appreciate some of the points that you make, especially Prabhupada's analogy of Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagwan with the train. I've heard it before, but I haven't heard that analogy with the three boys. And that made it a more personal experience with the way it was described. Very, very, very nice. So that was one of the takeaways that I've adjust to my own preaching when I talk about that. I bring that, because the idea of the boy, and especially the last boy, being able to get on the train and actually associate with, see more of the train, but also associate with those on the train, which is exactly what happens. By one, you can associate with not Paramatma and not the effulgence, Brahmajyoti. Yeah. So this is all very nice, nice example or analogy. Hare Krishna. So, dear devotees, you have any questions? Shane, please go ahead. Set on the basis of God, Srila Prabhupada.
Please accept mine, all glories to the Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much for this wonderful class. One thing I was going to mention is what Parikshit Prabhu just mentioned about hearing that version of the train analogy. It was very, very relishable. Helped me kind of see it more, paint a picture to it, to the whole thing. So thank you. I also like how you brought up how our false ego is constantly thinking there's going to be that peace and bliss we're looking for in this next thing. And we keep trying to find it, and then that comes, and then we look for another thing and another thing after that.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your kind comments. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Shane, for bringing it up. I've heard that before also, but another devotee talked about it slightly different. That in his case, he said that it was his parents that urged him to, go to school, take school very seriously and study hard, and you'll be really ultimately enjoying. So he started elementary school and he studied very hard, and then he went to high school and he studied very. Then they said, "Oh, is you finished?" They said, No, go to college. You study, and that's when you get closer to situation where you really enjoy. So they did. So he did, and then he finished college, got a nice degree, and then there's a job. That's what's going to give you money. Keep enjoying. So he got a job, and he realized that there's a lot of anxiety associated with the job. True enough, the money came, but so came a boatload of anxieties. He realized it's not a happy life. Not really. In the end, it's going to challenge you. And so you use that, of course, you give your own analogy. Use that to describe the illusion that we face in this material world. Thank you again for that analogy. Hare Krishna. Any other questions or comments? Nanya Mataji, please go ahead. Set my obeisances, all blessings here.
Hare Krishna Mataji, wonderful class. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. You were talking about the 4 additional features of Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I think I missed a couple of them. One is you said the Ananda form, the Rasovaishya form, the
No.
Ladini. I think I missed something on that. Could you please elaborate a bit on that?
Yeah, I did not take the um, Sanskrit, or you can say Hindi names. Just don't want to confuse anybody here. So the 4 extra features are Roop Madhuri, Leela Madhuri, Venu Madhuri, and one more. Roop, Venu, Leela, and one more.
It might come to you. Don't worry about it. Just keep going.
Yeah, it's Roop Madhuri means that when Krishna, he comes as a blue boy, that's the unique feature. None other of the incarnations of Bhagwan. He just comes in such a beautiful form. So that feature is unique to Krishna. Nobody else has this feature. That's Roop Madhuri. Roop Madhuri. And then Leela Madhuri. Leela Madhuri means captivating pastimes. Captivating pastimes of Krishna. If you just read, Krishna book, and already we know little bit pastimes of Krishna. So who will just break the pot and eat butter with their hand and eat like this with the friends? So that those sweet pastimes only Krishna performs in Vrajadham. So these 4 features: Roop Madhuri, Leela Madhuri, Venu Madhuri, and one more. I keep forgetting. I don't know. So yeah, and the third one is Venu Madhuri. Venu Madhuri, flute. Even Mahavishnu don't have flute. Mahavishnu, he is not carrying flute. Who is carrying flute? Only Krishna. Melodious flute. And yes, the fourth is Bhakta Madhuri. He is the way he performed leelas or the pastimes with this devotee. You tell me that with any other incarnation, have you ever seen? No. Sri Ramachandra, he comes and he is an idle son, idle king. He is not giving the Madhurya Ras to everybody, but Krishna is giving. So this is the unique character in Krishna. These 4 qualities, the 4 qualities which Srila Rupa Goswami is explaining in Bhakti Rasa Amrit Sindhu. He is saying these 4 qualities are unique to him. Rupa Madhuri, Leela Madhuri, Venu Madhuri, Bhakta Madhuri. That he is the only one who is carrying these 4, not other. But rather than that, he explained that the 55 Lord Shiva can possess, and then he is saying, okay, 60 Lord Mahavishnu possess, and then rest of the 4 only Krishna possesses, and that's why it is unique to Krishna. And these 4, Rupa Madhuri, Leela Madhuri, Venu Madhuri, Bhakta Madhuri, all these things, all these 4 is unique to Krishna and is the source of ultimate Ananda. I hope, Mataji, I was able to explain.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you very much.
I did not mention in the class because I wanted to keep it more simple, or on the more simpler sides.
So those are the 4 distinct features that
Of Krishna.
61, 62, 63, and 64 that Lord Vishnu does not exhibit, to put it that way. Hare Krishna. Any other comments, questions? We just got to the top of the hour. Any final comments? If not, then we'd like to thank you very much, Mataji, for coming and giving such a wonderful class, animated class, and discussions after that too. It was very nice, like the analogies, the ones you put up, the ones from Srila Prabhupada. So, all right, dear devotees, the weekend is up. So have a nice day and also a nice weekend. And of course, when they come Sunday rolls around, please go to your temples, individual temples, and associate with the devotees and serve the Lord. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhasya kripa sundhive evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Mataji, again.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Glory to Srila Prabhupada. Jai.